On March 4, 1770, a soldier fired into a crowd. 6 years later, the United States Founding Fathers remembered the Boston Massacre as they declared independence from Great Britain. Why? To answer that, we have to flash back to 1767. Anxious to regain the money spent defending the colonies during the French and Indian War, Great Britain enacted a series of taxes on common British imports called the Townshend Acts. Previously, the British-American relationship had been characterized by salutary neglect, meaning that trade regulations and taxes were rarely enforced. New taxes on common goods like tea and paper made colonists furious. They weren't represented in the British Parliament, so why should they be taxed as if they were full British citizens? By early 1770, the colonists, including the revolutionary group the Sons of Liberty, had turned their frustration toward the merchants who continued to stock imported English goods. They posted signs on those merchants' shops, branding them as importers. On February 22nd, Ebenezer Richardson, a neighbor of one of those merchants, shot and killed an 11-year-old boy who was part of a mob harassing him for trying to take down the sign. The child's death sparked a week of riots, and when a handbill posted on March 5th claimed that the British soldiers were preparing to defend themselves, the rioters' anger intensified. That day, a crowd of 50 or 60 people gathered outside the customs house, harassing the one British sentry outside. When a few reinforcements joined him, the crowd, emboldened by the fact that the soldiers weren't legally allowed to shoot unless they'd read the Riot Act, dared them to fire their weapons. Panicked, one did. Others followed. As the smoke cleared, 3 of the crowd were dead, and 2 more, wounded, would die later. Both sides tried to control the narrative, but while the British soldiers ultimately went free, branding the event a massacre fueled the flames of colonial discontent far outside Boston and set the stage for the American Revolution to come.